I'm about to quickly build an acoustic pedal board from scratch, and you're going to do it with me. So I just realized I have a gig to play acoustic guitar at in the next 2 hours, and my Fishman Aura is not working properly. I'm going to have to send this pedal off. It is really my go-to pedal when it comes to acoustic guitar playing live. I love the imaging in it. You can check out the link to that video below. Today I'm going to build an acoustic pedal board, a quick one from scratch, to go play this gig at in the next few hours, and I'm going to let you sit along for the ride. So the first pedal that I'm going to need is some type of gain and EQ pedal, and I think the pedal that I'm going to choose for that task is actually right over here. It is the Fishman Pro EQ Mini, and this one does a fantastic job with EQ, and it has the little brilliance knob. It also has the level and the gain input. So true bypass, buffered bypass, yeah. This is definitely going to be the first pedal that I'm going to use on the pedal board. The next pedal I'm going to be looking for is a reverb pedal. I really like just a little bit of reverb for texture when it comes to acoustic guitar. I don't want to flood the signal with reverb, but I do want a little bit of that extra sparkle at the end of the tone. And so we have lots of reverb options on the shelf. I'm noticing, of course, the Blue Sky, which is a staple reverb pedal. Obviously the Cloudburst, you've seen me do videos on the Cloudburst. Earthquaker Devices, that's going to be really more, that's a delay pedal. Hall of Fame is a good option. I'm going to pull it off. It has lots of good presets ready to go. So I'm going to pull that one off. I also kind of want to try the slow pedal by Walrus. It's really a reverb and textures. They call it textures pedal. Get in the light so you can see a little bit better. I'm curious to try this one, see what it sounds like on the chain. So we'll see. It'll be between this one and the Hall of Fame. I'll put both of them on the board. We'll see which one I end up liking. All right, the last thing I'm going to want is just a little bit of compression. Sometimes I'll use some chorus with acoustic guitar, but I know for this particular gig I'm not going to want to use chorus at all. So I'm going to leave a chorus pedal off the board. I do want compression. Compression is very important on acoustic guitars. It's going to bring those subtle moments, especially with finger picking, it's going to bring those subtle moments up just a little bit in the mix, and it's also going to help squash any really bright stuff or aggressive sounding stuff, squash it down and just make the entire mix sound buttery. So I don't even have to do a whole lot of shopping on this particular pedal. I have several compressor pedals, but the one that I know I'm going to want to use is right down here at the end because it was sitting right next to that EQ pedal earlier when I picked it up, and that is the ACOUSTIC, which is the mini pedal, the Fishman Mini compressor pedal. So this will be a very simplistic compressor for an acoustic guitar. You've just got level and then compressor, and that's it. All right, I've got the pedals I'm going to use. Let's head over to the other side of the studio. I have got to get this thing built and put a little bit of sound through it, check everything out, because I've got to get to this gig here in just a minute. I'm going to build it and let you watch, and then I'm going to let you go through the pedal board with me, and we'll see what it sounds like. Alright, so we've put the pedal board together. Let's run through it and get some sound. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do so right now. Here we go. We're going to start with the Pro EQ Mini. Low cut right now is all the way off. Let's listen to the guitar. Let's turn it on. We'll set the level. I want to get rid of that low end. We'll take that low end off. We'll boost the treble just a little bit. We'll back the mids down, scoop the mids just a little bit, and then I'm going to also bump this brilliance up just a little bit. It definitely brightens the guitar signal just a little bit, and it controls those low-end rumbles and possible feedback, which is definitely what you're going to want with an acoustic guitar. So I love this pedal for just controlling the signal and kind of building that tone and brightening it up just a little bit. All right, next you're going to want the compressor in the mix. You'll know it's compressing whenever that LED starts peaking. You'll see it right there. It's just smoothing out a little bit of those really harsh hits. I'm going to back it down just a little bit. The compressor is going to be very transparent when the settings are this low, and that's fine by me. That's basically what I want. All right, we're in really good shape. I'm super happy with just those two pedals alone, and honestly, we could do it with just those two. I want to add a little bit of reverb for some of that texture. The Walrus SLO pedal is what they call a textured reverb, and it's got several modulation options on it. If you go all the way to dark mode, it's going to add an octave, like a sub-octave. It's really cool for electric guitar. I'm not sure that that's really what I'm going to go for with an acoustic guitar. So I'm going to actually bump it down to Dream, which gives you a vibrato modulation effect on top of the reverb. You've got three controls at the top: your decay, your filter, and your mix. Those are going to be affecting the direct signal and the verb. Then you've got below that the X control and the depth. Those are affecting the reverb and the vibrato effect, the modulation effect. And then of course it's got the sustain button on it, which is amazing for doing those really dreamy, cool holds on the reverb. So let's listen to it. Definitely turning that vibrato down. I don't want that. Decay is too much. We're going to back that down. Mix is a little bit too much. We're going to back that down. put a little bit of that vibrato back in it. I really like that pedal a lot. Let's listen to the Hall of Fame. I'm just going to put a little decay on it. We're going to go to a hall reverb, keep the effects level kind of low and the tone straight up at 12 o'clock. Go to the modulation on this one. It's definitely too much. It's just like a nice big room that it's sitting in there. The slow pedal is dreamier sounding. I think I like the slow pedal better, so that's probably the one I'm going to go with. Let's listen to everything without again. So that's how we started. Here's how we ended. I love it. I gotta head out. I'm supposed to be there in the next 20 minutes. I hope you like the sound. That's what I'm going with this afternoon. Hey, if you haven't subscribed, please do so. Smash that like button. I can't wait to see you on the next one.